Yeah, sure.
Okay, why don't you guys go first? Go ahead.
Go on, Milchar.
All right, so in nature, people like, for example, hunter-gatherers, they, like the American Indians, for example, they had no word for work. Like, they would just go, like, people today, when they want to, take a break from their life and, take a vacation or something, they go hunting, they go fishing, and that's their break from life. And, they get to go on a 2-day weekend to hunt or fish, and then they go back to their boss, and they work their ass off, and then they give 40% of their money to the government, and then they have all these health problems they have to worry about constantly, which primitive people never had to worry about. And, they end up living, a horrible life. People are not happy at all. In primitive times, people, they were free. They were on the land. They had, a sense of identity rather than what we have now, which is like a globalist type world culture where everyone's the same. Like, you go here, I'll go down the block, everyone will be wearing backwards fitted caps, and their pants are hanging down their ass. And you go to Africa or Japan, and you'll see the same thing. No one has their own culture anymore, and they're lost. They don't have, family ties and like things that bring them meaning to their life. They don't have individual cultures, and it gets to the point where, like, we're not human anymore. We're just cogs in a machine. And in primitive society, we did have to worry about things like, maybe a bear is gonna, come and eat our baby while we're sleeping, and things like that. But it's like this goes beyond just logic for me. It's like when I'm out in nature with, away from everything, where I don't see, there's no helicopter hovering above me, there's no cars going by, and I have my feet on the grass, and the animals are all around me, and I'm breathing fresh air, like, it's like immediate peace. And the fact that I have to go back to my normal life after that every time, it just like, it always breaks my heart. And it's like, when with the stuff like tribal warfare, it's like, so you want to go back to a time when a rival tribe can like kill you and rape your woman and everything. And it's like, yeah, I'd rather go back to that time where I was free up until that point where I got an axe in my head. And, I had to fight and stuff, because even like fighting, people are against it, but it's like, animals do it. Like rams, they beat the shit out of each other. Wolves beat the shit out of each other. Like, this is just nature. Like, just people, like, just animals just being what they are. And I think it's so beautiful, even the bloody and gory parts. And it's like, people, they say like fighting's bad and all this stuff. It's like, I've never attacked anyone in my life. I've never been in a fight outside of self-defense. But it's like, every time I've been in a fight, it's like the most alive I've ever felt. Like, especially if you win, it's like, there's no better feeling than like someone attacking you and they just end up a bloody pulp on the ground. Like, this is better than any feeling I could get in this society. So I'm like, it's all good to me. And that's what I want. I want like the love of like a tribal society where everyone knows each other and knows everything about each other. They know each other's families and they work together as a group, like not this individual stuff that we have now. Like, I don't like the individualism. Like right now I'm individualistic because I don't fit in a society, but I'd like to be, in like a primitive state, which, probably will never happen. But, I see how these people live. Like, even today, there's primitive people, and there's documentaries about them, and it's like, I'm so jealous of them. I wish I had what they have. And some people, they like progress and science and just, like, getting to the next thing. Let's get to the moon. Let's get to this. But to me, it just, like, destroys my soul. Like,
if I were to set up an MMA match with you, would you agree to it?
If I trained first,
yeah.
Yes. I mean, you want to do that?
Maybe down the road.
You happy with that statement there, Milkjar? Good close?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to go, Sverge?
Sure.